Hi, what's up everyone, and welcome to another beginner's guide for the Division 2 for new and returning players in 2024. Today we are covering the Legacy Manhunts. We can see them on screen here, all the way back to Jupiter on Roosevelt Island, right up to the Recruiter who we took on last season at the time of making this video. All of these Manhunts are available for new players that start playing the game or returning players that have missed them. I'm hoping to cover everything that you want to know about Legacy Manhunts in today's video. Before we get into the Legacy Manhunts, if you've not played them, you're not going to have them unlocked, and you need to unlock them. And they do this through the seasonal award track. So you can currently see on the current season, I am on year 5, season 3. And if I go to the awards track, this is where you're going to be able to unlock Legacy Manhunts. Now, you can't see them because I do have them all unlocked. But when you go through the award track for the current season, they'll have the Manhunt missions on the top tier here. This top tier is the free tier, which means as long as you go through this reward track for the season, you'll be able to unlock all of the past Legacy Manhunts. You do not need to pay for the premium version. Once you have done this, from the main map, you have the Manhunt tab in the top left corner. If you click on Manhunt, you'll see the current Manhunt that is active. So again, for Season 5, Year 3, we're on the Agent Kelso Prime target. However, at the bottom, this is where you're going to find the Legacy Manhunt menu. So on PC, I get to press F to go into this. I'm not sure what it is on console, but you'll see it there. And when you go into the Legacy menu, this is then where you'll see all the Legacy Manhunts that you have unlocked. So starting way back after the Warlords of New York expansion, we have the Jupiter Manhunt, which was the first one after Arankina. Then there's the Hornet Manhunt, the Barden Schaefer Manhunt, the Fei Lao Manhunt. These 4 missions, the original 4 Manhunt missions, they have some great rewards, and these rewards include new skills. So I just want to get this in here now because I know a lot of people wonder how do you get the additional skills. Well, by completing the Jupiter Manhunt, you'll get a hold of the EMP Sticky Bomb. By completing the Hornet Manhunt, you'll get a hold of the Repair Trap. The Barden Schaefer Manhunt gives you a Hunter Mask and also a Shrapnel Trap. And then with Fei Lao, you get the Achilles Pulse. This is when the game kind of took a big break, and we replayed a lot of seasons after this, if you're playing at the time, and we never got any new content for a long time. But when that eventually did drop again, we then kicked back off with the Captain Lewis Manhunts. We then had the General Anderson Manhunt, the Stovepipe Manhunt, and the Mary Singh Manhunt, and also the Recruiter Manhunt from last season. And to be added to this, I imagine, will be the Agent Kelso Manhunt once we finish this season. So this is where all of this is going to be stored. And although these missions didn't have any additional skills or anything like that, they still do have special rewards attached to them. So just to quickly go over that again, just so we can get these rewards out the way. For the Captain Lewis Manhunt, you get the blue screen exotic LMG blueprint. For the General Anderson Manhunt, you get a hold of the Dr. Home and the blueprints. For the Stovepipe Manhunt, you get a Stovepipe Vest Appearance mod. For the Mary Singh Manhunt, you get a Mary Arm Patch. And then for the Recruiter Manhunt, you got a backpack trophy, and I believe you got a patch as well. So moving on, by entering any of these Manhunts, it takes you to the next menu where you get to see them in this tiled format like this. And you're able to replay any of these main Manhunt missions, obviously to get the rewards that I've just mentioned that you may have missed, but some additional rewards as well. We can show the rewards by just pressing F there. On the left hand side of the screen, you can see everything additional that you'll get by replaying each one of these missions. There's XP, there's unmarked shade supplies, there's equipment items that you're going to get, and you'll also get a hold of the rewards that I mentioned prior if you've not already done so. Now, by replaying the main Manhunt mission, you don't get to do the whole Manhunt again. If you're aware of how they work on a Division 2, there's like loads of bounties you got to do, control points that lead up to the main mission, and then you take on the main mission. These are just the main mission only, so you don't need to worry about all of that beforehand. You can simply just hold to accept any of these missions right now from this menu and go ahead and do the mission. It is also worth mentioning the collectibles that you may have missed from the previous Manhunts. Every single Manhunt that you go through, you gather collectibles as you go that unlock in your collectibles menu. And these are still also obtainable if you've missed them via Legacy Manhunts. So if we go to the collectibles menu and enter the comms, This is where you'll find all of the collectible subsets for each Manhunt. We've got the Manhunt Jupiter, Manhunt Broken Wings, Manhunt Concealed Agenda. They're all inside here. And we're going to use Jupiter as an example, which is the very first Manhunt available. And you can see I'm only on 8 out of 20. So I may have played this Manhunt, but for whatever reason, I didn't collect all of the comms. And there's still 12 more for me to get. So how do I go about getting those? Well, I'll show you now exactly how from the Manhunt menu. So I'm going to click on Jupiter, go into the main menu, and we're going to hold to accept the Jupiter Manhunt mission. And what that is going to do is that's going to give me a whole cutscene of that Manhunt back from when it came out. So you get to relive the story a little bit, which is really good. You can see all of the cutscenes that you missed. We're just going to skip this for now, though, but it's a very cool addition to it. And then when you get here, you can see that it's already set up for me. I've got the Roosevelt Island Manhunt Jupiter mission. I don't need to do anything else. I can change the difficulty if I want to, which I will for this, just to run through it for the video sake purposes. I'm going to put it on normal. And we're now going to run through this mission and show you how to get a hold of the collectibles. As you're playing through this main Manhunt mission, any named enemy that you come across will have a chance of dropping one of these comms that you are missing. This area on the Jupiter Manhunt mission is the first area you get to see a named enemy. I just killed him here, and he dropped the comm for me. So as well as the loot, I could just run over that loot there, pick up that comm, and continue. And then as we entered the final phase of this mission, the next named enemy is Jupiter, which is the final boss and obviously the Manhunt's prime target. So I'm just going to take out Jupiter now, and you'll also see that another collectible drops. So that's 2 collectibles I was able to get just from the one Manhunt mission. And I think this collectible off the final Manhunt is a guarantee until you've collected all of the collectibles that you need. So heading back into my collectibles menu, you'll see that my Manhunt Jupiter is now on 10 out of 20. I've just got 2 new collectibles from the one mission. I am able to head back into my Manhunt menu, and I can keep doing this if I want to. It does say that it's completed here, and as you go through them all, it will say completed. But I believe this resets weekly because I've done some of these before. I've seen that it says completed, and then it has reset. So I'm not sure how that works, whether some rewards are based on like a weekly rotation or something, but that's something worth to keep an eye on. I do believe though that you could just keep on going through this Manhunt over and over now to collect any remaining collectibles that you need, and this will work for every single one. So once you finish Jupiter, you can then go and do Hornet, collect all of the Hornet collectibles. You can do Schaefer, collect all of those collectibles, and so on until you've been rewarded everything from the past Legacy Manhunts. And that is everything for this video. My aim today was to explain to you how Legacy Manhunts worked, explain the rewards that were attached to them, and just talk about the collectibles with you as well. I think I've gone over everything. I did mention it earlier in the video, but this will continue on through new Manhunts that are added to the game. So if you're watching this video later, you can see right now on screen, we're currently on the Agent Kelso Manhunt. At the end of this season, when we move on to the next Manhunt, Agent Kelso will be added to this legacy list, and it'll work exactly the same as we progress through the Division 2 seasons. I do hope this video has been helpful. If you want some more beginner guides on the game, I do have a beginner guide to the Division 2 in 2024 playlist linked down below in the video description. Go and check that out. Be sure to hit like on this video, subscribe for more content, and until the next video, take care and peace out.